Hey YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Sean here again from Sean's Rabbitry and Aquaponic Produce, and we're back with another Aquaponics video. Today we're just out here. This week is what I want to call the dirty jobs week. You know, we're getting all those dirty jobs done. Generally doing some cleaning up and upgrading of the aquaponics, some replanting, you know, a lot of stuff going on. So I'll give you all a little look at that soon, so stay tuned. We'll be back right after the intro. Okay guys, so we're back. Today, we just doing a little cleaning up, a little upgrading, as I said before. We're doing a lot of replanting with the focus on growing more stuff for personal use, because let's be real, we have no idea how long this lockdown period is going to last. So without having some type of food security, we might be in a little bit of a problem when the time comes, because it's only a matter of time before we start seeing shortages in certain types of food stuff, if not all. So like I said, plant something guys, grow something, you know, some type of crop. We're going to be doing some replanting. So I went down to a popular seedling place here in Trinidad and I got a quantity of seedlings. So let me give you a quick look at what we got. The first stop here, we have some pak choy. I bought them full trays, so each tray has 200 plants in it. So I bought a full tray of pak choy, so we have 200 seedlings here. I bought a full tray of celery seedlings, so we have 200 celery plants here. We got some chive. I got 2 trays, so we have 400 chive seedlings here. I also bought a tray of shadow benny. That's what we call it. Some people might know it as cilantro. So we already planted those. I'll show you that in a bit. I got a few other miscellaneous plants here. I got some scorpion pepper plants and some deli tomato plants. All of these will be going into the system as well. Okay, so starting from the top here, like I said, we're doing a lot of replanting. So if you look down there, you'll notice a lot of the beds don't have any large plants like we previously had. We took out a lot of the cherry tomatoes that were almost coming to an end. A few of the pepper plants as well, some of the cucumber plants that were coming to an end. We cleaned out most of the beds and we're replanting fresh stuff. So this first bed here is where we planted the tray of shadow benny, or cilantro as some people know it. I wanted to get some footage while we were putting those in, but my helpers moved faster than my ability to video, I guess. So I didn't get to them in time. This bed here, along with this one as well, these beds were refitted. That was one of the dirty jobs that we had. These 2 grow beds were, let's say, when they were first set up, the guys didn't filter the gravel properly. We bought what we call 3/4 stone, which is ideal for these media beds. But when you buy 3/4 stone, it still comes with a large quantity of sharp sand and silt in between mixed in. So you need to still filter it out and wash it before putting it into the grow beds, and the guys didn't do that the first time. So these beds started clogging and experiencing really poor growth. So we had to remove all of the gravel from these beds, sift it, wash it, and replace it. It wasn't a nice job, it wasn't an easy job, but it had to be done. So now they're back up in full operation, and those beds will be, this one in fact, will be planted today, most likely with some of the pak choy that we have. So this is the container. As you can see, this is from a IBC tank that we cut. Let's take you over to the bed. You can see the stand here where the bed was placed, and let me go around to the other side. Here we see these containers with all of the gravel that was in that grow bed. If we go closer, you see there's a lot of crud and solids, a lot of fine stones there that are making the drainage improper, so the plants won't grow in properly. So we're gonna wash all that out and refill the bed before replanting. This bed here is almost empty, just has some mint remaining here. Most of the plants from here were removed. I'm planning to remove the mint as well. I'm going to replace that in the NFT, and I'm going to keep this bed, most of the grow beds, just for growing vegetable stuff like pak choy and things like that. This bed here was replanted yesterday. These are cauliflower plants. So I got 30 cauliflower plants, and that's what we replanted in this bed here. Really looking forward to that. Love cauliflower. This bed has already been replanted with pak choy. You see those lovely nice green seedlings there. They're looking healthy and nice so far. No signs of shock. Another empty bed here. This one was cleared out except for this one pepper plant. It was up to me. I pulled him too, but the wife begged for him, so he remains. So we're gonna put in some more stuff here. As well as this one. And then of course, well, we still have the larger pepper plants here. I think if we come in really close here, you can see we have a quantity of ripe peppers all about inside here. Those will probably be harvested today. This bed here will be cleared out as well. I'm going to pick off all of the tomatoes, even the green ones, because most times once they're full, they'll still ripe once you keep them inside. So I'll put them in a bowl in the kitchen and they'll ripe up. And I'll remove these plants as well and replant this bed. You guys, just a quick shot of some of the produce that was taken off of the trees that we removed from the system. You can see here we have a quantity of peppers, cherry tomatoes, some pimento peppers, a few tomatoes that have started to ripen, and then we have an entire bowl here of green cherry tomatoes as well as green deli tomatoes, and we're going to put those away. They're going to ripe just the same because they're full and nice, and we'll have a whole host of produce here to eat and for breakfast and dinner over the next couple of days. We're leaving the big pepper trees here. This last bird pepper plant we have here starting to really blossom and take over this bed. You can see loads of ripe peppers on it all over there. But when we pull back, you'll see the majority of the bed is empty, so we'll be occupying that space as well as this last bed. This aloe vera was removed, so this bed is entirely empty as well, except for the one barbadine vine that we have running up there. So we're going to be doing a lot of replanting this week. Let me take you down here to the raft bed where we have the celery. Well, there's no stopping the celery. What we plan to do is increase the number, because these boards were drilled out to grow lettuce, so the spacing was a lot further than really needed for seasonings. So we're gonna put in some extra holes so that we can fit more plants into that bed there. And I'm going to remove all from this board and put them into the spaces on the other two boards. So this board here, I'm going to reserve this board to put some pak choy as well. We're going to do a comparison between the pak choy plants that grow in the deep water culture as opposed to those that we grow in the media beds. And we'll see which ones grow better and probably give you an idea, if you're thinking about getting into aquaponics, which one of the media is best suited to your application. Okay, so now you see we have the entire NFT section here. We have on the left we have 5 pipes, and on the right we also have 5 pipes. Each one of those pipes has 50 holes, so that's 250 plants on each side. We're going to be planting the entire left side with scythe, and we're going to be planting the entire right side with a mixture of celery and some kale. I'm still trying to get some kale seedlings. I haven't had any luck so far, so I may resort to purchasing kale seeds and growing our own seedlings. So I'll keep you informed on that. So this entire NFT is going to be cleaned out. All of these plants are going to be discarded. We'll keep what kale is good for consumption, and we're going to take these plants out and we're going to be replanting fresh plants throughout. So over the next few weeks is going to be a complete transition of the system. Of course, we couldn't do an aquaponics video if we didn't talk about our pawpaw plants. They're coming along really nicely. They've started to show real growth since we removed the big tree that we had before there. So they're getting a lot more space, a lot more sunlight. They're growing really nice. Let me show you some of the fruit that we have coming on so far. So you see that there? Let me see, right there. That's a nice one coming along. And there's one there, one there, one there. And they're all forming up really nicely. So we're really looking forward to having some shorter trees where the fruit are a lot more accessible. If we get these to come and bear fruit as nicely as the previous one, then we're going to keep seeds from this one in the hope that we can set our own seedlings and eventually grow plants that would all remain this height and bear quite well. So that's a little experiment we're running. I've seen it done before in some aquaponic systems, not here in Trinidad. I've never really heard of anyone growing pawpaw in the aquaponics. I saw this on the internet some years ago and we tried it and it worked, so ever since then we've been doing it. I'm going to be trying that to see if we can sort of create a nice high bearing short strain of pawpaw that we can always have in the aquaponics that won't get too big and block out all of the sun for the other plants. So we'll be following up on that as well. So guys, all in all, the system is doing well. We are thinking about replacing our fish as well. We've had a quantity of fish in the tank here for quite some time. It's a mixed batch of fish, mixed sex, so they have been breeding in the pond. So we have a lot of fingerlings that are getting through the plumbing and ending up in the filter tanks. We're gonna get to those when we clean out the filters when it's due. It's not really an issue, but we have also been eating a lot of fish out of that tank, so I think that our stocking density has begun to drop a bit and we are increasing the amount of plants, especially big fruiting plants that we have in the system. So we're thinking about catching out all of those tilapia that are currently there. There are probably about 100, 150 of them. Most of them are about probably a pound and a half in size. We're thinking about taking those out, putting those on the grill over a period of time and restocking the entire pond with 1,000 fresh young fingerlings to grow. And we're going to start using a higher quality feed so we can grow them out at a faster rate. So we'll also have a more consistent supply of fish to feed ourselves. So guys, that's how things are going for now. Stay tuned. I'm going to keep you all updated as things come along. Remember, during the lockdown period, we're going to be bringing you 2 videos a week. So look out for a brand new rabbit farming video tomorrow, please God. And probably Saturday or Sunday you'll have another aquaponics video. So stay tuned for that. For you guys who are more interested in the aquaponics side of things, leave a comment below. Let me know anything that you're not clear about in the aquaponics, any topics on aquaponics that you want us to touch on or do a video on. Let me know and we'll definitely get to that for you. Give us some ideas so we can keep bringing you that content that you guys want, especially during this lockdown period here. I'll see you guys soon again, because we're not letting this thing drop at all. We're going to be coming at you steady with those videos, so just keep hitting us up with those ideas. Let us know what you guys want to see, what you want to hear us discuss, and we're going to get to that. So, Sean Austin. on behalf of my business partner Sean McLean, Sean's Rabbitry and Aquaponic Produce, signing out. We see you guys in the next video. Just a bit of bonus footage, guys. A little private project that I've been doing here. It's something that we always wanted to do, and we finally have the time and the opportunity to do it. I don't know how many of you, if you're old enough to remember when your parents or grandparents used to bake in an outdoor dirt oven. Now I remember those days. Nothing, no bread could ever taste as good as a bread that's baked in an outdoor dirt oven. So we've always wanted to build one, and we've started doing that now. So I'm gonna keep you all updated on the project as that comes along. Check this out. So far we've gotten all the clay, because if you don't know, in those days it was made from clay and cow manure that was mixed together and molded into a particular shape. Prevent now, I think the cow manure served kind of like the cement to help hold everything together so it didn't crack when you started burning wood in there to heat it up. So far we've compiled all this stuff. We've started the base for it. Let me just give you guys a little clip of that. Okay guys, so as you see here, we have a whole tub of mud. It's some clay that we dug from the bank of a ravine not too far from where I live here. It's on my property, but a little way from where the Rabbitry is. There's a ravine that runs straight through our land, and the entire bank is clay. So we took some of that clay here and we have it softening up a bit because it's really hard when it's dry. It's like a stone. We had to use pickaxes, you know, to break out some of that clay, but when we soaked it in some water, it softens up really nicely. See, softens up really nicely. Then we have a heap of cow manure here that we're gonna mix in with that, and then we're gonna start plastering it onto a mold. This is a few shots of the base that I built. It's built out of concrete blocks and loaded with concrete, so it's really strong. I wanted the oven to be at a decent height that I didn't have to bend to put anything into it or take anything out of it. So that's what's gonna be. So I'm gonna keep you guys updated as that comes along as well. Of course, we're gonna be taking you in to the full experience of baking something when it's completed as well. We might even roast a rabbit in there. So guys, definitely stay tuned and look out for that. So again guys, thanks for tuning in. We hope you guys enjoy this content. Let us know in the comments. Touch on anything else that you want us to talk about, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Sean Austin signing out. Peace.